Welcome to everybody for the third race of GT3 Season 4 of Racing League. Today we are at the first of the two races in Belgium at the famous circuit of Spa-Francorchamps. Incredible circuit, incredible race, and it's important to see what happened before these two races, before the two rounds, before this race. The last two rounds, because we have the first race at Chielami and the second at Olton. So we gonna see the standings. The standings with Lucas Matischen in the first position with 144 points, with a second place in Chielami and a first on Olton. Fulvio Di Polito with a double third place finisher, and second in the standings. Third, Patrick van der Linden, but now is renamed Peter after the last race at Olton, who had was seen the race. He knows why I call him Peter. So Leonardo De Grigis in fourth position with 81 points, and Richard Jepp now ready to recover some points because in the last race for internet problems, for connection issue, he can't race, he don't race, and so as a first place in Chielami and did not started at Olton. So we will see what happened in this race and incredible qualifying. 20 minutes of qualifying and 60 minutes racing with a mandatory pit stop. So it's important to know how to strategize this race, and a lot important than other circuit is to know how to not take a drive-through, because the pit lane here is immense. It's very long. So we see right now the timings for the best timings in the practice, with Richard Jepp in first position with 2:17 and 7:85. So the best lap, and he beat the barrier of 18th. And after that we have Lucas Matischen, Leonardo Grigis, Philippe Vian and Alberto Mugavero. So an incredible standings and a lot of driver in the 1 second to second gap. So we will see what happened in this incredible qualifying session. So here we are. Let's go to the qualifying and we'll see right now Leonardo Grigis that is take the last lap for his free practice, and after that we are going to qualifying session. 20 minutes of adrenaline and 20 minutes for the drivers to take and do the best lap they can. So the free practice finish, and we are going to this incredible qualifying session. Attention, because 30 minutes in 30 minutes it's gonna raining, so it's important for drivers to develop right now as soon as they can, and we will see if the condition will worse, because now it's important to first do a lap, and second understand how the condition evolve in the race. Now the temperatures are 16 degrees of air and 20 degrees of the track, so not too hot, probably the perfect temperature for the engine to work properly, and we will see what they can do in this condition. We have a lot of public for Pelle Overbeke, so we are going to Pelle to see how Pelle is doing right now. He's in the outlap with his pink like fucsia. In Italian, it's called fucsia, but it's a pinkish color. Incredible pinkish Audi. And we will see what he can do with the Audi. A car that now in this patch and also in the previous patch was not easy to drive and also to understand and to do the setup. But if you know how to set it up in some tracks, it's very, very fast than others. An example for me is Nürburgring. I always use the Audi in the Nürburgring because it's too good for me. So we will see with the first driver to start the lap. It's not Richard. We will see right now when our program help to understand which the first driver is Mugavero, Alberto Mugavero from Italy, from the Wheelspin Esport, the first driver to take the lap. So we'll go in on the driver I come with Alberto Mugavero going straight to Herush and Ryan. And the first thing I need to do is to excuse to my friends, to my Belgian friends, because I don't know if it's the current pronunciation, but I always call the two curve Erouge and Ryle. Maybe is a different pronunciation, but is similar, I think, as the correct pronunciation. I don't know. We will see if I'm correct or not. Alberto Mugavero going to P1. And we'll see. Very good line. It's a valid lap right now, so to stay very, very careful. Attention, because he lost the rear of the car, but he controlled very, very well. Going right now in the campus corner with Stavelot, ready to go at full speed to the curb Paul Frere and the Blanchimont, ready to reach at full speed the bus stop chicane. Very good speed. Last corner is an important one. Going in first gear and accelerate as soon as possible. And we will see it's a 2:29.35, so very high time right now, but it's important to set the fastest lap as they can, and remember, it's not optimal track, is green track, so the track is not in bad condition. And as we see, the track condition and the weather condition may change in the next 10 minutes, because in 10 minutes we have a little bit of rain, so it's important, very, very important, to set the lap right now for the driver. So we are going to Richard Japp. Probably he will take the pole position, but everything is uncertain. At least before the finish line. And Richard going very, very fast. And now full throttle. Going into Blanchimont right now. Take the best line as he can. Hard braking in the bus stop chicane. Ooh, a little long in the curve, but he recovered very good in a very good way. And we will see the time 2:20.04. 0.85 because it's Vian with 2:20.042 to have the fastest lap and the pole position. We'll see also other drivers. Attention at Della Rocca. He's doing a good lap right now. Also, Ulster is ahead of him. He's doing a little bit of improving. 0.3 better than the last lap. But Gabriele Della Rocca doesn't set a time right now. We will see if he can. Yeah, into the track limits right now. Again at the bus stop chicane. Very good braking, maybe a little long, but just a little. Accelerate faster and in the faster way as he could. And Gabriele Della Rocca 2:20.142. So third position, but Grigis take the pole position, and so right now Gabriele Della Rocca in fourth position. Very good lap by Grigis, but we'll see if I don't see Matician. Interesting. Matician is absent. I don't know. But going to Van der Pers. The Pers a very high lap. Yeah. 2:29.145. Maybe an error in his lap. And now we go to Branko Kapovic with the Honda. Interesting choice by the Croatian driver. Very good in the Blanchimont. And again goes into the bus stop chicane. Very good line. That is at 2:24, I think. Yes, 2:24 for A2. A little bit higher than expected, I think. And yeah, I don't see Lucas Matician, so maybe he's absent. I don't know. I really don't know if he's absent or not. So we will go to see if we can understand why he's not here. And Richard Jepp take the pole position with a 2:19.422. Incredible lap by him. And ahead by 0.45 to Ippolito. Ippolito, very consistent driver, and he's doing what he needs to do for remaining in the higher parts of the standing and of the of the standings and of the classification. Yeah. So we are going to Dudok. Anzi, we go to Sant'Angelo, I think. Not on the lap. Van der Water. Set a time, very good time, 2:28.05. So sixth place for him. Very good time set by the Belgian driver. But attention to Davide Russo, that is improving a lot. He will go to the 2:21. Yes, 2:21.840. Very good time by him. Paul Vian at the track, but it was a very good lap. Also, Ippolito is a little bit faster than the last lap. And we'll see what he can do to improve. Here in my last corner. 2:19.690, but also a little bit of improvement by Richard Jepp with 2:19.422. So a little bit of improving to stay in a good position and in the best way. Stay on pole. We go to Mugavero. That is doing a hell of a lap with his Bentley. Now I had by his lap by 0.8. The last corner is important. Good braking. We see what he can do in the exit. He lost a little bit, but not that much. 1 second ahead. 2:19.920. What a lap. Third position for Mugavero. Take the provisional third place. And we'll see if some other driver can improve. And we see a little bit of rain. Here we are. Now it's very difficult to set a time that improves. But Vian is improving right now. Even in this not perfect condition. The track is slippery right now. So it's not wet. But it's very difficult to set the time right now. Because the conditions are not the best, and yes, he decided to abort the lap. Because it's too risky and is impossible to improving right now. So very unlucky by Vian, because he was improving by 0.5. With a 0.5 improvement, he could maybe take the pole position in the last two corners. But we see that the first sector, the first fastest sector, is set by Leonardo Grigis with a 41.135, and Richard Jepp set the second and the third fastest lap with a 61.322 and a 36.777. So 777 for Richard Jepp in the last sector. We'll see if the driver will go out right now, maybe to try to understand the condition in slippery slash wet condition. It's important for the driver to understand in the better way vehicle to understand the condition and the limit of this weather condition. Because you're just quick tuning in at the lovely late age today, so not wise stories today. Okay. So Lucas is absent because of age problem, so very unlucky for him, but is here to see the race. And hopefully he will have something to say to Jepp, maybe. And we will see what we can do. Yeah. Marco Klein re-enter into the pit. Now the Jan is out. Also Patrick van der Linden is out. To understand the condition. 5 minutes until the quali finish. But pretty easy to understand that the time will not improve this condition if the track remain like this. Wow. Patrick van der Linden going Tokyo Drift all the way. What a drift by him. Incredible. We go to Jesper Olster, also going inside of his Lamborghini to understand how they see the track right now. Not that bad, the rain is not that much. Not an incredible angular test, but it's a very light rain right now. So it's pretty easy to understand the condition. and at least they see not a very bad way. Three minutes, 3.5 minutes before the end of the qualifying session, and the condition they will not change at least until the end of the session. We see that a lot of drivers have problem with this wet condition, and Jasper is going pretty good right now. Try to learn the best way to go fast in this track, and also understand how where the limits is. I think that Lucas Matician will cheer to a good result for Richard Jepp to close the gap into the championship, and also for take many points as he could to remain in battle, because if Richard can take the first position. The first position cannot be taken by D'Ippolito and the other drivers after him. So it's important for Richard to take the first position, take as many points as he can. And also important thing to remember, because it's an interesting rule of this championship, the first, the second and the third driver of the last race, so at Holton, the last race at Holton, will have a 15, 10 and 5 kilos of ballast as a penalty, and as a penalty for arrive at podium in the last race, so that the condition and the racing part change, and will go very interesting, a very interesting way. Going to Mattias Santangelo with the Racing Point livery. We have a lot of Italian driver, as we see, and it's very, very good to see a lot of connectional driver. And we will see what they can do, and also what Mattias Santangelo can do. Remember that in the last race, if I'm not wrong, he arrived second. Yes, he arrived second. So we will see what he can do in a track that also had a good relationship with the car, because Aston Martin is going very, very fast here at Spa-Francorchamps. So the rain in this session probably slow down, but we will see also if in the race will slow down, or if the rain start also in the start of the race, or if the start will be on dry track, and maybe will go wet after a little bit. Now a little bit of pause for me before the start of the race, with Richard Jepp in pole position, second D'Ippolito, third Mugavero, fourth Grigis, and fifth Vian. After them we have Della Rocca, Van der Water, Santangelo, Ruben, Adamantini, Utman, Van der Linden, Rousseau, Royal H, Ulster, Klein, Kapovic, Dudok, Van der Wacht, Van der Pers, Overbiki, Velduisen, Overbiki, Peña, Tuta, and Solima. So a little bit of pause for me, and after the pause we will see each other in the race for the formation lap, and after 60 minutes of racing. And as we see, the conditions are not the best, and they will worse, because as we see right now is a slippery track with a little bit of rain, but the rain will improve and will be very, very difficult for the driver. We will see what will happen and what will happen in the next minutes, and good luck to everybody. Little bit of pause for me, and we will see each other in 1 minute. So here we are again, ready for the start of the race, or at least the start of the formation lap. 30 seconds, 20 seconds to go before the start of the formation lap. And as we see, and similar to the last race, we will not have the driver with 15-second penalty, because he's absent right now, and so Matician will not have 50 seconds penalty. So only Dipolito with 5 seconds and Sant'Angelo with 10 seconds. We have a lot of fans for Peter for Pele Overbeker, and also for Peña and Tuta. And as we go in the first two curve, or at least the first two curve for the starting lap, because the starting zone is not at the first little straight before the source, but is at the Erush Radillon curve, and after we'll go ready at full speed in the Camel Straight. But the driver will need to be more patient and a little bit cautious, because in the Camel Straight, when there's a lot of rain, there's also a lot of puddle, and may lost the control of the car. So we will see if they can control the car in the best way and not lose the control. After the Camel Straight, we have Lecombe and the curve that they are approaching right now, the Bruxelles Very, very difficult corner. A right-hander going into the slope. And after that, going to pull on another incredible corner. Another incredible curve. We are ready, we are ready. 1 hour, maybe, all in the wet. We will see if the condition will change or not, but I think we will see a total rain race. The track is wet, so the driver start with the wet tires. And we are ready for the best battle and for the best race. At least for me, is always incredible to see a race in the wet, because it's not very usual to see a lot of wet racing. So as when we see a wet racing, we'll see also incredible things. So a little bit of single line for the drivers. We'll go into double line before the bus stop chicane right now at the Blanchimont. Here we go into double line / double file. Ready for the start, but we need to pass the bus stop chicane. And also the Lasser's curve. After that, we are ready to start the race. 25 drivers today. We will see who win, and we will see who fail, and who is gonna crash or take a drive-through. It's important to not have a drive-through in this track, because it's a very, very long pit lane. So important to respect the track limit. Ready for the start. Normally the Lambo had a little bit of sprint, but we will see if Richard can remain into the first position. The race start right now. Very good start by D'Ippolito. We will see if Jep can hold the position, but no. Incredible start, but attention, incredible incident, incredible crash. Incredible crash here right now. Whoa, what a crash. What happened? What happened right now? A lot of things happened in little seconds. We will see the restart of a... Ooh, here Pelle Overbaker with a BMW driver. Not a good start there. And also we will see what happened either. Ooh, crash with the Bentley, and that BMW lost control. And a little bit of mess with the driver. What happened in this start of a race? Marco Klein and Van der Pers right now in the pit lane, so maybe a retire for them. We will see, but a lot of driver with damage. Not the best start we see with Utma. A lot of driver going wide right now. Maybe with the slipstream and also the condition not help the driver An attack by Adamantini. But good defense by Hutman. And we'll go to Richard Japp. He's going very, very fast. Right now, the standings say Dippolito first, Japp second, Regis third. With Japp very, very near Dippolito. And I noticed one thing that I don't say. Lights out and away we go. And maybe that's the thing that caused the crash. And also Lawrence underwater with Ruben. Attention to the driver. Yellow flag, yellow flag. Ooh, in some way a lot of driver avoid the crash. But it was very, very scary. We'll see what... We're gonna see what happened to the two drivers. We're also in another cam. We see that, yeah. Underwater touch Ruben and cause the crash. And maybe we will see after there is a penalty delivered to the underwater house. And we'll see what happened after the race. But I think the race direction need to work a little bit. Attention here with Patrick van der Linden. Try to take the slipstream, but Tuta, great start for him. Tuta, we will try to overtake Russo. With the braking zone and is very, very near. Attention right there because underwater pass Mugavero because Mugavero goes wide. Oh, crash! What a crash happened. Attention with Tuta in not the best position as we see, but the other drivers avoid the crash and Jasper Olster try the overtake immediately. So we go to Tuta because I want to see what happened to him. He lost the control alone, and luckily all the drivers avoid him. Very, very good. Also, appreciation to the 28 driver, number 28, I think, or 78. Yeah, I think it's 70. Yeah. Precision to Cohen van der Beek to avoid the track, to avoid the crash. Also with the loss of a position. But it's important to avoid as much as they could. Because a crash can end the race. As we can see with Gabriele Della Rocca and Klein. I think maybe Gabriele Della Rocca is on pit, I don't know. Dudok, ooh, big crash for Dudok. But Van der Water here, pass. Van der Linden now is ahead, but Dudok very ugly crash. Anyway, we want to see what happened. So we'll see what happened. Fair play can help us. Ooh, lost the control barrier in the Puon. Yeah. Not a bad crash. Maybe the damage that we see into the livery is happened before. Maybe in the big crash, in the big pile up of the start of the race. Yeah, we see a lot of lucky moments at the start of the race. Here, so Lima try to overtake Van der Beek, but Van der Beek with a good maneuver defend the position and stay ahead. So going into Utman and Adamantini, little risky. Adamantini risk a lot with the rear. Here Utman stay near, the nearest possible to Adamantini to try to overtake him, but the Porsche is not the fastest car into the straight, but very easy to control, and very, very fast into the straight, into the curve. So we'll see if Uthman can pass Adamantini on the curve. Attention to Van der Water inside at the Puon. Unlucky for Van der Water. But it was a very, very interesting way to try to overtake, and lucky for Mugavero, he can't overtake, but he was very, very near to pass. The driver also, Mugavero, lost the rear, but what a control by him. Again, lost the rear a little bit, but we see Mugavero trying to do Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift way. What a save. What a save by Mugavero. Here, Van der Water very, very fast. He's faster than Mugavero. Try to pass, but Mugavero use a late braking. And he can't pass. We see that Uthman goes into the pit. So Uthman, he will try a different strategy here. Mugavero trying to overtake Russo on the first curve, but for a question of centimeters, he can't pass. Or inches if we talk to Americans, or I think also English people, and British people use inches. I don't know. I only use inches for the screen of the PC or for the television. Attention to Van der Water trying to overtake after the Camel Straight, going in the outside. Mugavero, great defense, going into the inside of this corner, but a great defense again by Mugavero. Mugavero get pass. Richard Jepp crash. We will see what happened to Richard. Maybe at Bruxelles he lost the control, he lost the rear, or maybe after. Lost the rear before the Puon, and also lost 2 position. But Russo, the Mercedes that lost the position against Mugavero, and take the position of Van der Water, that he tries to overtake Mugavero, but Mugavero did an incredible, great defense, and is very, very good on the defense side. Very, very good race for Mugavero for the defense side, because if we see the constants, the constantly. No, I need to rephrase that, but we'll see that Van der Water is near. Lost the control, but what a save by Van der Water, but Patrick van der Linden, to avoid him, decide to sacrifice himself into the barrier. What an unlucky man, Patrick van der Linden. Yeah, this was an incredible unlucky situation. Yeah. Very, very unlucky, but also Van der Linden tried to pass Van der Water, but he can't. And Tuta pass him into the inside to take the 10th place. But I want to tell you about Mugavero, not the cleanest driver, the clean drive that we see right now, but in the defense side is very, very good and defend very, very well. Aggressive, but very clean in the defense side, because he did a lot of drift, but David Tuta trying to overtake, but it was very difficult to overtake into the outside in this condition. So Tuta decide to release the throttle and re-entry in a safe way. But Vian with Sant'Angelo that pass, we'll see what happened to Vian. He was behind Regis. Maybe at the one. We'll see what happened. It goes a little bit wide here. Yeah. Lost the control of the rear, but it was very lucky to not going into the barrier. So very good save by him. And I see that Mugavero had a crash. I need to see as soon as possible the situation of Mugavero. And we'll go to see him into the replay right now. What happened to Mugavero? We will see right now. With Sant'Angelo that lost again the position to Vian. Mugavero. Yeah, Mugavero going into the grass when he brake, and so he lost the control. Also Tuta going a little bit wide and very unlucky there. But now there's a great battle with Van der Linden, Tuta and Mugavero. So Van der Linden will try to take the position, but he can't right now at the bus stop with Mugavero that is doing a little bit of... He has a lot of difficult right now to control the car. He's dancing into the rain. And it's very difficult to control that Bentley with the setup that he has. Whoa, what a race that we see. Only 15 minutes passes. But right now is an incredible race to remember. Dudok and another crash. Very lucky Dudok. But we will stay here ahead in the top 10 with the battle of Mugavero, Van der Linden and Tuta. Because there's a very good battle right now. They are very near with Tuta. Lost the rear, but control the car in some way. Adamantini lost the car a little bit, maybe. He goes a little bit wide. We'll see what happened here. Yeah, lost a little bit rear, but not that much, and save the car in the easy way, in a comfort way. Here, Patrick Van der Linden with Mugavero that defend the outside, trying to going into the outside line, but he can't because Mugavero is there, and the Bentley is bigger than a track, or at least is bigger than other GT3 cars. Mugavero, another control, crazy uncontrollable Mugavero. What we see right now. It's a crazy situation, but it's very funny to see this battle of attention with Van der Water trying to overtake into the inside of the bus stop. Russo with an incredible defense remain ahead. And Patrick Van der Linden lost a little bit. Confront to Mugavero, but attention to Tuta, maybe going into the inside, but yeah, he can, because also Davide Russo had a crash, so we see that Van der Water is ahead, but attention to Mugavero, and also Van der Linden and Tuta. What we're gonna see right now? with Mugavero going very, very fast. And also there are drivers with Russo. But had a little bit of problem. Oh, attention with Mugavero on the grass. What a control by him. And pass Van der Water. And also attention to Van der Linden. Van der Water on the inside. The crash. And the contact. Van der Linden lost the control but takes the car. What happened? Vian lost the control. What happening right now? There's a lot of things happening right now. With Vian that lost the car before the pull-on, but it's incredible what we see right now. What an incredible race, what a spectacular race right now, with Van der Water into the inside of Tuta, maybe try to overtake him into the inside of the pull-on. Yes, he will try because Tuta is wide. Also Van der Linden ready to overtake after they rejoin the track in the fastest way possible. So also Jasper is ready to battle. And Vian, no! Vian! Philip Vian, the Dutch driver, not the Dutch driver, the German driver, lost the control, re-enter in the safest way possible, but it's very difficult to control the car after the crash because there's a lot of grass into the tires, and also there's the wet, the rain into the track, so it's very difficult. But Van der Water with a good speed against Davide Russo, maybe try to overtake into the Blanchimont. Here we go with great line, maybe into the bus stop, take the inside line. You need to do a great break. Good braking by him. Attention because the inside is of Davide Russo, but what a overtake by Van der Water. And also Davide Russo lost the rear, and Van der Linden and Tuta had a little bit of problem to pass, and also this helps Ulster that pass Tuta, and maybe he can pass also Russo and Van der Linden. We are near again. What a battle by these drivers. Also Vian lost the car into the radial barrier. Attention because there's a lot of drivers that arrive right now with Jasper Ulster near Davide Russo, trying to take the slip of him, but he can't overtake. But he's there, and Vian right now having a lot of problem with the car. Need to re-enter as soon as he can into the pit lane because it's uncontrollable, the car right now for him. Also we see that rain will go a little low into the next 30 seconds. Here also lost a little bit. Vian lost the car again, and Tuta pass and overtake Ulster after the little error that he did. Vian again. What a crash again. Vian maybe is gonna retire. I don't know if he will retire, but certainly, yeah. Maybe he's retiring, but certainly he will need to go into the box and into the pit lane to have a repair and change the tire because it was impossible. Yeah, he retired. Vian retired. With Tuta going a little bit wide. Will help Ulster, the Lamborghini driver, against the Audi driver. I know what the Lambo can do, but it's very, very difficult, and it's not the best car for the track. But Jasper Ulster is doing his job. Tuta going into the pit, so just per pass, and we will see what happened to Adamantini and Sant'Angelo for the battle of 4th position. But I say that Lamborghini is not the best car for the track, but D'Ippolito in 3rd position now is the fastest, and the driver that is in the 1st position with Leonardo Gridish, with Leonardo Grigis behind, and Richard Japp into the 3rd position, into the 3rd place. Wow. Wow. I can take a little bit of break for my voice, because it was incredible what happened in these 25 minutes. Whoa. A lot happened, and also we see that a lot of driver did the strategy. Gutmann, Kapovic, Royal, Solima, Velduisen, Peña, Klein. So we will see what will be the best strategy. Also Tuta and I think also Dudok are doing the strategy right now. Not that sure, but is probably that. We will see if it's the strategy or not, and the mandatory pit stop as well. For Utman is a yes. It's for Tuta is a yes, sorry, because Utman already did it. And I think it's also a yes for Dudok, but we need to see. So going right now inside the Lamborghini of D'Ippolito to see this an incredible lap around Spa-Francorchamps with only engine sound. So we see an incredible lap by an incredible driver, D'Ippolito, and Ruben lost the control. Lost the control of the car, and no, he's not lost the position because it was a blue flag driver that he passed him, so he's remaining into the 11th position. But here we are with another battle, and a battle that we see also in another occasion, because it's again Lawrence Wonderwater against Mugavero an incredible race, but the two driver, the Italian driver and the Belgian driver, the home crowd driver against the very ugly and unlucky Italian driver. No. for the Belgian fans that they probably cheer for Lawrence van der Water. They don't want Mugavero ahead of him, but also the Italian fans are here to see the race. E so forza Mugavero. We will see if he can stay ahead. But Lawrence van der Water is very fast, and the Aston Martin is very stable against the Bentley of Mugavero. But Mugavero, another great defense move, but goes a little bit wide. Maybe we will see a penalty or a track limit there. Yeah, Mugavero has a track limit, so you need to stay very cautious, because he will certainly not want a right-through penalty. And also battle for the second position with Jep near Grigis. We will see if Jep can overtake Grigis, and also now if D'Ippolito want to go into the pit is the best occasion for doing that, because he's 6 seconds ahead of two drivers after him. So attention here, Richard Jep with a better acceleration, a better grip. We will see if he try into lasers. No. He can't. But also attention, because there's Van der Water near Mugavero, maybe at the Blanchimont. We will see. We will see if he can try into the inside of the Blanchimont. He can't. And he releases a little bit of the throttle, and we see that is not that near right now. Mugavero goes into the pit, so Van der Water pass strategy also for Mugavero. 30 minutes to go. Yeah, it's now time to do the normal strategy. 30 minutes with a tire set, and 30 minutes with another tire set. So Richard Jep, the same battle with Grigis, and is near. And he probably is studying him. Because also normally in Spa is not super easy to pass, but in wet condition is very difficult to pass. We see that in 30 minutes the condition will change to a little bit better, a little bit lower rain, but I think we will not see the sun, or at least the dry track. Also Van der Vecht goes into the pit for the strategy. And Ippolito remain outside, I think. I don't know. We'll see what the graphics say. Yeah, he remains outside, but attention to Jep and Grigis that decide to stay outside also. Both of them. Now Manuel Adamantini near Mattia Sant'Angelo. Mattia decide to go again for another lap. Also Adamantini. Mugavero did the strategy and is behind Utman. Also, Cohen van der Wacht will do the strategy. And we will see when he exits the pit lane. And what a race, what a race. The first part of this race was chaotic, but fun as well. The best part was the battles that we see. And the condition helps a lot for this incredible race and incredible, fantastic situation that we see. Attention to Adamantini. Maybe he can pass us at the Brussels. No, it's too difficult. It's too difficult and it's too behind. Too much behind. Ooh, Richard Jepp. Try the inside line. Ooh, he's near. Very near. He tried at the campus, but he can't. Ooh, crash with Grigis. Yeah, he wait. He knows that he did an error, so decide to wait for Grigis. But this situation helps a lot Dipolito, but Jepp is a very gentleman driver. He's a very gentleman driver. Ooh, I want to see what happened to Mugavero, but Jepp is a gentleman, and so he wait for Grigis after the crash, because he knows that is an error that he can't, that he can. Ooh, Mugavero lost the rear. What a crash! What a brutal crash. Yeah, Mugavero needs to go into the pit again for at least trying to repair the damage. But as I say, Jepp is a very gentleman driver, and he knows when he do an error and when he can recover, or at least say sorry to the other drivers. I think no. Mugavero is into the pit. I don't know if he's gonna retire. We will see. Also, there's a battle into the last position, to the 19th. For the 19th position with Santiago Peña and Veldhuizen. They are ready to battle. Attention to Santiago Peña, because Santiago have a better car and a better situation with Veldhuizen, with a lot of problem into his BMW. And yes. Peña passed very easily, and now he's ahead. Also, Jepp again near Grigis at the campus. Attention here again. What a pass! What an overtake at the Stavelot. And now he's ahead into the second place over Biki. Lost the car. I want to see what happened here. Was a little bit wide at the one, but he controlled the car in a good way. Ooh. Brake a little bit harder than expected, and the car spun and so he lost 2 position. Going to Adamantini again for the battle for 4th position. Mattia Santangelo is doing a great job right now to defend that 4th position, but the 10-second penalty are an important penalty that will be scontato. I mean, this word came to me in Italian, so I need to see into to go to Google Translate. Thank Google Translate for helping me with some words that I can't remember. Luckily for me, English is not my first language. I'm not English, I'm Italian, so I try to learn and to talk in the best way as I can, but I think you hear a lot my Italian accent because it's very, very pronunciated. So I also forgot the word that I wanted to say. So very, very good. So also even if I can't I can speak Italian in a good way, I also have a memory problem at 22 years old. Wow, what a situation for me. Maybe I need to retire. But yes, 22 minutes, 21 minutes and a half before the finish of the race. We see that in 30 minutes we're gonna see a stop of the rain, but I think the track will remain wet or at least going slippery. But we'll see that happen before the finish of the race or not. And I want to go into the inside of Richard Japp to see a lap inside of driver ICAM, and we'll see what he can do here at Spa-Francorchamps. I'll go to Adamantini Santangelo because they're very near. So we'll see if Adamantini can overtake Santangelo. Try to take the most slippery stream as he can. Trying into the sideline, but I don't know if it's a good maneuver by Mattia. It was a little bit sketchy there. A little bit of contact and Adamantini pass. Yeah, not the best overtake, but also not the best defense that I see. As Mattia Santangelo was a little bit sketchy right there. Like Perez into the last lap of Abu Dhabi, or not that match as Max Verstappen into Brazil, but the situation was a little bit similar because Mattia Santangelo goes outside of the track because he can't break into because he brake too late, so he need to rejoin the track in a safe way, but he rejoined the track, but defend immediately the outside. I don't know. maybe the race direction will see this moment of the race, or maybe they decide to not penalize not no one. But we will see what happened after the race. So go again into the inside of Richard Japp, because we lost this lap, so we are going again inside of Richard Japp car, the Aston Martin. Again, I want to see an inside lap, an onboard lap with Richard, but Mattia decide to try to overtake Grigis, no, Adamantini, sorry. And so we need to go to the battle, to the fight of the race. Because right now is the only fight that we see into this race. Also, Peña overtakes Solima, so it's not the only fight that we see in this race. Good overtake by Peña into the bus stop, but again going into the first position in the top 5, because Mattia Sant'Angelo is very near his opponent, and we'll see if he can overtake him before the end of the lap. Two Italian drivers, two different cars, but every of them, or at least these two drivers, don't drive an Italian car, so I'm very upset right now. Not that upset, I'm only joking, but I think I respect a little more Di Polito because he's driving an Italian car. But a lot of people they say, but Tommaso, Lamborghini is not a Lamborghini, it's an Audi because it's bought by Audi a lot of years ago. But no, because the Lamborghini Racing department is owned by Lamborghini. Also, the Lamborghini, yes, is owned by Audi, but the Italian part of Audi is owned by Lamborghini. So it's an incredible mess. Because Audi owns Lamborghini, but Lamborghini owns a little bit of Audi in Italy. So it's a little bit sketchy, but it's the best part of the Lamborghini and Audi, and Lamborghini is better. Yeah. I love also the Audi. Audi R8 is one of my favorite car. Also, I'm searching for an Audi TT as my first owned car. So we will see if I can find a good deal with an Audi TT, because it's a very good car and a very beautiful, gorgeous car. Ulster going into the pit for the strategy. So we will see if Ulster remain ahead of some drivers than others. Also Pelle Overbeek going into the pit for the strategy. 15 minutes to go, and Di Polito, Japp, Grigis, Damantini, Sant'Angelo, Van der Linden, Van der Water and Russo need to do the mandatory pit stop. And I think now it's the best moment. It's not the best moment to go into the onboard of Jap because there's battle with Solima and Coin van der Wacht. With Solima only behind by 0.3. And Solima with a better line right now. And is near Coin. Good braking by all these of two drivers. Good braking by the two drivers. And Solima is trying to stay near as possible Van der Wacht, but Van der Wacht very constant right now. It's difficult to pass. Now Solima lost a little bit. And so maybe I can. I don't know. Yeah, we go to Richard Jap. I don't know what happened or what will happen to the two drivers behind, but I want to see an onboard of Richard Jap right now. Van der Water into the pit for the mandatory pit stop. And finally we see a lap with Richard Jap. Luckily for us, before the race end, and Grigis into the pit for his pit stop. Is one of the first drivers that does the strategy into the top position. And we'll see in what position he adds it. Now he's behind Davantini and Sant'Angelo. Yeah. Davantini and Sant'Angelo pass him. And we will see when he will exit. We need also to see when D'Ippolito and Jep will go into the pit. I think D'Ippolito is in a good position because he's 13 seconds ahead of Jep with a 5 seconds penalty. So he will rejoin when the time with a gap. With a gap is better to say. With a gap of 7 or 8 seconds. So we will see. I think D'Ippolito is pretty. He's in a pretty. This is not a pretty. He's in a good. He's in a good position for staying in first position, and the only things he need to do is to going into the pit zone in the fastest way possible and in the safest way possible. He will do another lap. Patrick van der Linden also goes into the pit. Grigis rejoined the track in 5th position. So he's ahead of Russo, van der Linden and Utman. Also van der Linden rejoined the track in 8th position. So very, very good strategy by him. And the whole thing that happened to him, 8th position right now, is not that bad. But attention to Van de Water, that is only 4 seconds behind. But the water is pretty fast right now. Ooh, Sant'Angelo. Okay, okay. Damantini to the pit. Damantini into the pit. So only Dipolito, Jap, Sant'Angelo, and Russo need to do the pit strategy and the mandatory pit. We'll see if Davide Russo with his Mercedes will go into the pit zone or into the pit lane. With the AKS team, the real team of Mercedes, the team that also win the last 9 hours of Calami. I know because I commented the race in Italian, and it was a little bit sad that race because it has only 11 cars, so it was very difficult to commentate a race with only 11 cars. But at the end, it was very fun, a very fun experience. Damantini is exiting right now, I think. Yes, it's exiting right now. And we'll rejoin the track into 5th position. Remain 5th. So 6 minutes and 20 seconds till the end of the race. And the condition will be better into the next minutes. But I think we will not see the last drop of rain, because it's raining also into the next 10 minutes. Jap into the pit. This is an important one, because we will see if Jap can recover the time to Dipolito. So going into Dipolito, that is really near Van de Water. Van de Water that want to arrive to Van der Linden, but Dipolito is there, and is a pretty mandatory to let pass Dipolito that is first. Also Mattia Sant'Angelo into the pit, so it's important to see where Damantini will stay, if he pass Sant'Angelo, or if Sant'Angelo is ahead of him. Under 5 minutes to go. So Dipolito right now is here. I think we're gonna see 3 laps. At least, I think. At least 3 laps, but I'm not that sure, because Dipolito need also to do the pit. So maybe 2 laps. Maybe. And I'm pretty optimistic. Jap is 1 minute and 13 seconds behind. So good strategy for him. Regis is ahead. Mattia Sant'Angelo, Davide Russo also pit for strategy. I think also Damantini is ahead Sant'Angelo. And we will see. Yeah. Also, Adamantini is ahead of Sant'Angelo, but not that much, because Sant'Angelo has it right now. But it's pretty clear that Sant'Angelo, with the 10 seconds penalty, is behind. Also, behind Uthman. So, very, very good race by Uthman. He's one of the first drivers to stop. So, it's a very, very interesting strategy that helps Uthman to arrive and to probably finish into 5th position. Davide Russo is in the pit, and D'Ippolito is the last driver to go into the pit, and we will see if he can stay ahead of Richard Japp. There's a lot of traffic that not helps Richard Japp right now, because there's Ruben against another driver, and there's also a battle. Yeah, it's Ruben with Kapovic. Ruben that help Richard to pass in the safest way as he can. Here, Solima, great pass, great overtake into Cohen by the back, but here we go again to Richard Japp because he's near D'Ippolito. D'Ippolito finishing the strategy right now. First curve for Japp. Japp is a little bit behind. Not that much. Not that much. D'Ippolito is hitting right now. And Japp doing the Erush Radilon curve right now. I think this is the last lap. I think this is the last lap, guys. I'm not that sure, but I think this is the last lap. We'll see, we'll see. Japp is behind. Russo is in a battle. So Ruben with Kapovic. We'll see if these two drivers can show us a great battle. Right now, they're doing a very, very good battle and a very, very good fight. With Mark Ruben behind Franco Kapovic. He's there. He's near. He's very, very near. Ooh. Mark Ruben again. Here. Kapovic. Ooh, Kapovic lost barrier. Lost barrier, and Ruben tried into the side, but great defense by Franco. Ooh, I think the lost barrier of the car, and yes, this is the last lap. So D'Ippolito finish the race in first position and take probably the first provisional position for the standings. Second, and great race by Richard Japp, and Grigis finish third. What a great podium with Adamantini. It will probably finish fourth, fifth Uthman, sixth Sant'Angelo, with Kapovic that finish ahead of Mark Ruben with a great defense into this last lap. So very good job by him. Also, Adamantini finishing right now for the fourth position. Overbeek finish the race into 19th position, as we see into the grid, into the classify, into the standings, into the graphic of the standings. Also, Marco Klein finish, Uthman finish, Royal finish. Mattia, 6th position for him. Very good race, but the penalty also penalize him, but is the part of the penalty system, and the fair system is like a bop, because it's like a balance of performance, because help to remain and have the battle in the fairest way possible, I think. And with Patrick van der Linden, 7th position, what a race! He was very unlucky for some crash, but he stayed calm and finished in 7th position. 8th for Wonderwater, great race for Wonderwater with an 8th position. Tuta finished in 9th position, great race. Jose Sebastian, one of his fans, he will probably be very, very happy. Peña finished 15, Russo finished in 10th, and Jasper Olster into 11th. So we'll see the final standings of this race with D'Ippolito first, 2nd Richard Japp, 3rd Grigis, 4th Adamantini, and 5th Utman. After the top 5 we have Sant'Angelo, van der Linden, Van de Water, Tuta, Russo, Olster, Kapovic, Ruben, Royal H, Peña, Sollima, Van der Wacht, Velhuisen, Overbicki, Dudok. And after Dudok we have Klein that finished the race, Mugavero with 12 laps behind, Vian with 15 laps behind, Della Rocca with 21 left behind, and Van der Pers disqualified, even disqualified. So very, very unlucky. Mugavero, Vian, Della Rocca, and Van der Pers, DNF, did not finish. So guys, this is the end of another great race for the GT3 Season 4 Racing League Championship. We are ready for the next race that will go into the Monday. Yes, is Monday, I know that. And will take place at Zolder, the second of the 2 Belgian track that we see into the championship, and the race will take place in the 21st of March, with the same orario. The same way, in the same to the same time, yeah, at the same timetable or schedule, I don't know, but with the same time, 19 and a half UTC plus 1, if I remember correctly. But this is the end of this race. Thanks to all, thanks to the drivers, and a great goodbye by Tommaso Maffei. So we will see each other into the next race. Bye bye, and good night to everybody.